Hi everybody, welcome to my little morning devotion here. I have started a new 5-day devotion and it's called The Elimination of Harry, and it's by a guy by the name of John MarkBeingHuman. And I was going to post this on Facebook Live, but I heard that there's an undersea cable that's broken and my Facebook is just incredibly slow. In fact, I can't even get onto Facebook Live. It just doesn't load up. So anyway, I'm going to record this and I'll post it on Facebook and YouTube. So welcome wherever you're getting to watch this little devotion. So this devotion is the elimination of Harry, and I'm in day 2 of the devotion. And I must be honest with you, when I read today's devotion, initially I wasn't overly kind of like enthralled by it, and then a verse struck me. But let me just read to you a paragraph from John MarkBeingHuman as he kind of speaks about how we are to eliminate Harry from our lives. And this is what he says, particularly around relationships. He says, life is full of interruptions. No doubt an interruption will come your way today. A child, a co-worker, an unexpected phone call. Rather than rushing through the interruption, look for ways to unhurry and be present to the person in love. So he's making the point that if you're going to love somebody and say that and be a person of love, you can't do this love at a pace. You can't do it in a hurry. And I mean, that's absolutely true. But then he went on and gave one of the verses for us to read on this devotion. And this verse is the verse that really just struck me. It comes from the book of James, chapter 1, verse 19 through 21. And as you know, I'm reading from the Message version. So let me read this from the Message and see if it will have the same impact on you as it's had on me. So let's check it out. James 1, 19 to 21. Post this at all the intersections, dear friends. Lead with your ears, follow up with your tongue, and let your anger straggle along in the rear. God's righteousness doesn't grow from human anger. So throw all spoiled virtue and cancerous evil in the garbage. In simple humility, let our gardener, God, landscape you with the word, making a salvation garden of your life. I mean, I just think that is just the most incredible way of just describing, of understanding this verse. He kind of gives us 4 things around slowing down and loving people. He said, lead with your ears, okay? Follow up with your tongue, and let anger straggle in the rear. I don't know if there is a word like straggle, but that's what it says. But I understand. I mean, anyway. And then he says, in humility, let our gardener God landscape you with word, making a salvation garden in your life. Don't you love that? In humility, let God, the gardener God, landscape you with his word, making a salvation garden in your life. I think that thought became so powerful about what it means to slow down and to become a listener and to really be able to see and hear and love people. Part of my underlying theme, my underlying foundation for MarkBeingHuman is, of course, connecting to God, connecting to one another, and having a generative purpose. And I love this idea of slowing down, of seeing people, and being slow to speak and quick to listen, as some of the other versions would say. So the call to action today is see how many interactions or interruptions that you have in this day where you can stop and listen and connect and lead with your ears and then follow up with your tongue. Anyway, that's the thought for today. God bless you and have a great day.